5.
From the Jimmy Wings podcast. He talks for a long time.
What did you guys talk about?
Just sex, drugs, and rock and roll, man.
Sex, jokes, and rock and roll. I love those jokes. Constantly looking at you.
Uh-oh.
Who's Ola?
Jeffy's got a text. Don't you worry about her.
Okay.
No, she's coming over to record after this. Where you going, man? I'm recording audio right now.
Well, I need to hit record on this.
Mm-hmm.
Jeff, do you see yourself?
Yeah. Oh. Is my hat crooked? I feel crooked.
Oh, look at me. Oh no, that's good.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh,
Good.
yeah. Well, we're recording
Are we recording?
live right now.
Is this recording live? Okay.
I mean, I think, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're good. Oh yeah. Can you hit the timer already? When it hits like 20 minutes, 25 minutes or so, can you tell me? So.
I mean, I need my coffee,
This is
actually.
recording. Oh yeah, it is. Hey.
You know where my coffee is, Cam?
Yeah, it's right there.
Can you reach it?
No.
I don't want you to get up.
I won't get up. Oh shoot! Who fell? The Joker.
Ah!
Drop the Joker.
You invite a man into your house and he knocks over multiple Funko Pops.
Yeah.
Mm.
Can't imagine what it's like recording a Tiny Desk concert.
Why? Oh, bumping into stuff?
Yeah, I'd be knocking stuff over. The entire
That's my
time.
dream, though. I would love to do a Tiny Desk
Tiny
concert.
Desk?
And you know what? There's so many, like, unknown artists doing them now.
Yeah.
Maybe they're not unknown. They're unknown to me because I listen to, like, the same 5 people over and over again.
I think it's they're not doing it in the tiny house or tiny home or whatever.
Well, now they're doing them, remote, like, submissions.
Yeah,
What's
so
the deal with
anyone-
that, though?
Anyone can do it.
It kind of ruins the vibe for me.
Well, reach out to NPR and see if you can do it.
Yeah, that's just what they're looking for.
What?
Me, from my bedroom.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have a Thundercat to play bass. That's the thing.
I got a Jimmy Wings, a Maverick official.
Who's... Should we only talk on our friends' Instagram handles the entire time?
You know where to find them. Yeah. No, that would be cool. I would love to do Tiny Desk.
What was your favorite Tiny Desk?
I love Tyler the Creator's.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't big on Tyler the Creator when I watched his. I wasn't familiar with the music.
Yeah.
But when I listened to it, it very much got me interested in him.
Yeah.
Which is what, Tiny Desk is probably all about, I guess. Max will, always hold a place in my heart.
Yeah.
I don't know. What about you?
My favorite of all time was Anderson .Paaks, but second favorite was probably Daniel Caesar. I think that he did a great
Damn,
one.
man, you're bringing up all these ones I just skim right over in my brain.
You didn't see Anderson .Paaks?
No, of course I did. I'm saying
Okay.
like I forgot about them.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
where he's
yeah.
going in on the drums.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, bleeps got me hot.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. You should probably cut some of that.
Why?
Oh, we're letting it roll.
Am I supposed to do an intro?
Yeah, I guess you should do an intro now.
Welcome to my podcast. We're not sure what's called yet, but my guest today, go ahead, take a sip, is the fantastic, the creative, the Hawaiian shirt motherfucking wearing Cameron Broadhurst.
Hello.
Do you not want me to curse? Do you get offended by the language?
No, you can curse all you want.
My whole life, my entire childhood, I wasn't allowed to curse ever.
Yeah.
Like, my mother got rid of a video game one time because it was like a boxing video game, Ready to Rumble.
Yeah.
You ever play that?
Yeah.
So after
I do
Thunder,
know.
before he would fight,
Yeah.
would say, "It's time to dance, it's time to date. Dance, sucker."
Yeah.
My mom did not care for the fact that he called the other person a sucker.
I wasn't allowed to say crap growing up.
Really?
Yeah.
The more I talk to people, well, I guess I'm talking about the dating world.
Uh-huh.
And I talk about, like, TV shows and shit. And I was not allowed to watch Rugrats growing up.
Whoa.
Or Hey Arnold. or Harry Potter? Harry Potter, obviously, because of the witchcraft. Were you allowed to watch Harry Potter?
I probably would have been, but I didn't watch it. I've only ever seen
assume
one.
you come from a very Christian household, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I've only
assumed
ever
you wouldn't be
watched it
able
through my wife showing me. Oh, my wife's in the audience tonight.
Yeah.
Tonight. Wow, why did I say tonight?
Dude, it's 11 o'clock in the morning.
It is.
I would give her a clap if I had my keys. There you go.
Studio audience.
A real clap doesn't feel as good, surprisingly.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me get back to the nonsense topic I was on.
Yeah.
Was not able to watch Rugrats because the children were mean to each other.
They were... Who? Angelica?
They had an attitude, you know?
No, Angelica was... no.
Don't start talking about
Do you know
characters to me.
characters?
I don't know anyone. I know my man Tommy Pickles with the glasses, right?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Man, that's flashback. My favorite show at that point was Rugrats.
Why you gotta throw it in my face like
Rugrats
that? Your favorite show,
and
I never got to
Rocket
watch it.
Power.
Oh, yeah.
Have you watched Rocket Power?
Oh, I loved Auto Rocket.
Yeah. We were allowed to watch that, right?
Was there anything you weren't allowed to watch? Jerry Springer? Sometimes I pop on Jerry Springer. Just,
No, I don't think...
get a little culture.
I don't know. I just watched SpongeBob, Rocket Power,
Yeah.
Rugrats.
You know what?
Hey Arnold. Cat Dog I wasn't allowed to watch.
Why?
It was too, vulgar, I guess.
Really?
At the time, yeah.
Cartoon Network was pretty brazy.
It was, yeah. What was the other shows on Cartoon Network at the time?
I mean, I love Tom and Jerry.
Tom and Jerry. That was
and you
another
think about
one.
that. It's kind of amazing. It was just a cat chasing a mouse over and over again.
Relatable.
But how do they... I mean, it felt like it was on for a very long time, right?
Yeah.
I also felt like they were very aged. Like they were just playing reruns from the 50s over and over again.
Probably. I wonder when that aired for the first time.
I don't know.
Natalie.
What are we talking about? Is this
Can I say your
interesting?
name in the podcast? Is that okay?
We'll put one of those...
Can you look and Google when Tom and Jerry was first aired? And but I just wanted to touch on this wine shirt real quick.
Okay.
Because that was part of the intro.
Yeah.
So I picked this up 2 weeks ago in Arkansas. We went to a thrift shop, and this was like a no look grab.
What the hell does that mean? You didn't look at the shirt before you bought it?
No. So there's 3 of us who just picked off the rack, and this is the one that I just picked up. I was like, yeah, this looks cool, and I didn't put it on or look at it until I got to the car.
You're gonna have to go over the no look grab concept though for me again. So you did look at the shirt before you bought it. You didn't just...
Oh, sorry, we got an answer on Tom and Jerry.
1940.
1940. So it was reruns, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm gonna have to take the reins as the host of the show. Let's stay on one topic at a time. Please
Okay.
finish your Hawaiian shirt story.
Yeah. So the no look grab.
Yeah.
So we're walking through, vlogging the trip in this thrift shop.
Mm-hmm.
And my one friend Connor, he was like, we should get the most dumbest shirts we can find.
The most dumbest, is that what he said?
The most dumbest. Now, he's a lot more articulate.
Not an English major, that Connor, huh?
He's an engineer, so I don't know.
He's
Anyway.
a smart guy then.
And we were all like, yeah, let's do it. And so we found the next rack that we saw, and we all just picked a shirt. Just grabbed a shirt.
And that was...
And
the
at
one
the
you
time,
chose?
this was the ugliest one I thought I saw. And then I put it on. I was like, this is kind of cool.
It kind of pisses me off that you're going to come in here acting like you don't look good right now.
It's just...
You look better than me.
It's a 2X, It's just...
Is
I don't
it?
know. Yeah.
You're filling that bad boy out.
Thank you.
You getting beefy over
I
quarantine?
am getting very beefy.
Have you been working out?
I have been. I work out and run and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I haven't worked out since 10th grade.
Really?
When it was mandatory
You look
for
fit
the JV
as
basketball
hell,
team.
bro.
Do I?
Yeah. I mean, you were showing me your muscles the other night on FaceTime.
Excuse me, that did not happen. But,
Okay.
no, I just had the metabolism. I can
Yeah.
eat whatever I want. I won't gain a pound.
Yeah. How are your parents?
My dad's the exact same
Interesting.
body type.
Yeah.
My mother doesn't have that metabolism.
Yeah.
She's not like a house or anything, though.
Well, that's not what I was asking. Like when you talk to your parents and they always look at your skinny stature in your early 20s and they're like, just you wait.
People do say that. Just you wait. I don't think anything's going to happen. Yeah. I'm going to be just fine.
I feel pretty confident we'll stay like this for the rest of our lives.
What's your makeup?
What's my parents and stuff? Yeah. I mean, they're both athletic. My dad was a football player. My mom was a soccer player. Yeah.
Like college?
No, he only played in high school.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of bold to call him a football player.
I mean, do we want to get into it? How deep are we going? 10 minutes in.
Is that how deep we are?
I don't know. My dad passed away when I was young, so he only made it to high school.
That's a lie.
No, I'm dead serious. Yeah, he passed away when I was 5 years old. Yeah.
I feel awful, man. I just took a shot at his football achievement.
Yeah, you did. But that's fine. It's I never met him, but I've heard from his coaches and stuff that he was really good and he could have made it pretty far. And we're laughing now because of your joke. But I'm yeah.
Am I an awful person?
You're high school, it's pretty bold to say that he was good in high school.
Get the camera off me, please.
No problem. Moving on. We're good, though.
I don't know where to go from here. Yeah. Let's talk about Tom and Jerry again.
Tom and Jerry.
Yeah. Tom and Jerry. I don't know why I'm so giddy today. Tom and Jerry, set in the 1950s.
40s. But yeah. 1940s.
I'm kind of surprised you were allowed to watch Harry Potter, to be honest with you.
I was allowed to, but I didn't choose to. Because it's I don't like the fantasy stuff. So
I felt the same way.
Yeah.
I was never into Yu-Gi-Oh! Or Pokemon either.
No, my brother was, but I wasn't either. Magic was a big thing for other people in my family too. They'd get cards and all that stuff, but...
What I was going to say, though, is I realized, I am kind of old. I'm older than you. What are you, 24?
24, yeah.
I'm 26. Yikes. Get your shit together. But I remember when I was a kid, there was a SpongeBob marathon one day. It was we're going to play every episode of SpongeBob ever.
Right.
And I had a VCR tape of every episode. I filmed that. I took, the time out of my day to watch every episode.
Well... When Natalie and I go back home to visit her parents, they still have Direct TV and DVR, so you can see what they record and stuff.
Yeah.
And Natalie records SpongeBob all the time.
Really?
Yeah. I was just on her Amazon the other day. She bought how many seasons of SpongeBob did you buy on Amazon?
No, it was just
it was it's weird. Is the world just am I a different person, or is the world just moving that much faster? Because I remember, we had a DVR when I was in, I don't know, I guess high school, and I would record, every episode of Seinfeld and Everybody Loves Raymond, because,
it's
my jam. But it's I don't ever take the time to sit down and watch, an episode of a TV show nowadays. Maybe, if I'm eating dinner, I'll watch a Netflix episode or something.
Yeah, I think episodes have gotten longer.
Yeah.
Back then, there's 20 minutes.
Do you feel the same way? Are you not taking... Maybe that's just growing up, too, I guess.
I watch an episode of something probably every day.
What's your show?
Yeah, it rotates, but I my favorite show of all time is probably Blacklist.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't care for that guy.
Who, James Spader?
Yeah.
Why?
Kind of got a...
badass vibe to
Yeah,
him.
but I don't see him as a badass. I see him as a guy that thinks he's a badass.
Yeah.
Is he badass?
As a character, or as a human?
I don't think you can speak to that.
Yeah. No, as a character, yeah, he's badass.
Really?
Yeah.
So I should get into that.
Yeah, can you imagine being able to do whatever you want?
Well, first of all, I have no concept of what the show's about.
He is the most wanted criminal in the world.
Uh-huh.
And he turns himself into the FBI.
To work for the FBI?
Well, that's the show. If you want to get into it, but
the whole show's process is him turning himself in?
No. First episode, first scene is him outside of the FBI headquarters in DC or whatever, and he walks in. They scan his passport, and then he just surrenders. And then once he's arrested and put into the detention or whatever, he says he only wants to speak to one person.
Who's that?
Elizabeth Keene.
Look at me getting all intrigued. Me, I should just watch the show.
Elizabeth Keene, yeah. And so then, like, she ends up just being like a rookie out of Quantico or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So she's like a nobody in FBI. So everyone's like, who the hell is this girl? And bring her in, and the story unfolds from there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll give that a look.
Season 7 or season 8 we're on now, but
Still filming?
Yeah, still filming. Dude, I will say, can I get into it real quick?
If you
like
want to.
one episode.
How many of the viewers have seen this show? But I mean, if it's on your mind.
No, I think it was really cool because in the spring, COVID happened and all that stuff,
right?
And they were still filming the end of like season 8, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And because of the shooting days and when everything shut down for COVID, they weren't able to finish certain scenes.
Mm-hmm.
So what they did was they tied together like the scenes that they have recorded in real life and like animation from like the screen blocks. And so like at one point it'll be like real scene, and then it'll jump into like just like kind of like anime, like bubble letters speaking, and then like the characters would do voiceover.
Really?
And they finished the whole season finale with this like animated, half real episode.
That is pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. Only show that I saw that did that. Everyone else kind of like shut down.
I feel like you're like an on-set person. I'm getting like a behind the scenes about the show.
It's cool. I really love the show, but but yeah, anything real life, anything crime, that's my jam. Who do you like? Larry David? I don't see this working out.
Yeah, I do like Larry David.
That's an unreleased song.
Yeah, why are you leaking my stuff, man? With a video that will come out.
Should we? Yeah, we could talk about it. What do you want to talk about next?
I don't want to get on this show and just talk about myself, though. You know?
Yeah.
Here comes the plug for my next video. But we did film a video because
we did.
People should know you're a very talented videographer.
Yeah. Yes, I am. No.
Yes.
I'm getting into it. I'm trying my best.
How long have you been doing it?
I've been doing like video stuff since meeting Cam, aka Sunday. You know, like I made like vlogs and like tiny stuff like back then, but then like we were doing music together, and made my first music video ever was called Believe Me. If you wanted to head over to Lonely Boy Sunday Instagram, comment on his last photo and say, show me Believe Me. Maybe we can get that back up and running on YouTube, but it's been since taken down.
Oh, wow.
It was probably in like 13, right? I'll look to Natalie for most fact checks throughout this whole thing. But yeah.
So you're attempting to do that full time?
Yeah.
I mean, that's the dream, right?
Yeah. The dream's by the end of 2020 to be doing this full time.
Whoa.
Ooh, so we got a few months left, man. Not a lot of time.
That's where I want to get, man, with music, but no one listens to my music. So.
Yeah. I think we should also talk about the fact that we've probably never sat down and talked to each other before.
Yeah, we have. Well, the first time we met,
just talked.
The first time we met and like face to face, I don't think we had actually like we went right into a video shoot, and before the video shoot, we hadn't really like met each other. It was very odd.
Like maybe twice.
Yeah,
and then we tried to shoot a video. Should we get into like why?
It wasn't a catastrophe, but
it wasn't a catastrophe.
Yeah, I'd like to hear why you think it didn't go well.
I think there's a lot about
feel free to take shots at me too.
I think there's a lot about like knowing the artist before you meet with them. Mm-hmm. And like we didn't know each other at that point.
And as the artist, you don't want to like, step on the toes of the camera guy. Like, hey, do this.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, the one shot I'll take at you is like, I don't think you had any idea like what you actually wanted for the visual. Like you had an idea, but like we weren't in that like relationship where we could just communicate what that vision was together.
Yeah. But, at the same time, I didn't want to step on your toes.
Yeah.
First shoot.
Yeah, but we had fun.
Like, wow, this Jaded guy is difficult. First time, last time.
It was kind of like an unspoken, like, yeah, this isn't working out. But
this is awful.
Yeah, but I think we could still count on our hands how many times we've seen each other, like we've actually hung out.
And now here we are.
Like not counting or anything, but this might be like only 7 or 8 times.
Wow.
But it's always been like
that's
work.
So weird.
It's always been work related.
Because I think if he was like a good friend of mine.
Crazy. Yeah.
Does that make me like a loser?
No, I
Maybe I
agree.
don't.
I agree. You're one of my closest
No,
friends.
I mean, well, face to face, yeah. Between like FaceTimes and everything, we've spoken many, many times now.
Yeah. But the first time I met you, other than the shoot, was New Year's. It's the only time we like hung out other than that shoot.
Yeah, very odd.
So this is the second non-work related thing.
Isn't this technically work though?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
That's what creatives do, though, man. You can't stop working.
How many close friends do you have? Because I have a weird statistic.
Let me think for a second.
How many Facebook friends do you have?
Well, that's nonsense. I have Facebook friends that I've never even met. You know what's weird? Sorry, I feel like I keep going off on tangents. That's what I do. You ever like you're friends with someone on social media and then like you see them out in public?
Yeah.
And like you just don't say hi to them. Like,
Yeah.
I don't really know this person, but we're friends online.
Yeah.
Isn't that so weird though? Like the concept of social media.
Yeah. Man, I know where this is going. So let's just
segue.
I think it is really weird.
Hold on, I want to get into what you're saying though. Okay, so close friends, how many do I have? Let me separate it, and I think artists can relate to this. I have music friends, and I have friends.
No, like close friends. Not acquaintances.
Yeah, but see, there's a sliding difference because like you and Cam have become, I would say, close friends separate from music. Like I could hang out with you.
Yeah.
But then I have people that I make music with that I just know I couldn't hang out with, like sit down and watch a football game or something.
Yeah, so those would be excluded.
All right, so let's say close friends 4 or 5.
Okay.
And that's about as many as I can juggle, to be honest with you. I don't want more than that.
4 or 5. Okay.
Now give me your statistic. Tell me about myself.
The statistic is take your Facebook friends and divide it by 100. So I have like 856 Facebook friends or whatever.
Flex. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a flex or not, but it shouldn't be.
Well, I feel like back in the day, it used to be like very cool to have like, look at all the friends.
Highest the friends.
And then it went through a phase where people were like,
no,
I'm cutting everybody
Yeah, we
off.
definitely went through a detox. Like I broke 1,000 at one point. But anyway, so you take that 856 and you divide it by 100, so that's like 8 people.
Mm.
And that's how many real friends you have.
Where do they come up with that? That seems like
I don't know.
nonsense to me.
I read it somewhere. And yeah, sure enough, like naming my like friends, there's only 8.
You want to know how many Facebook friends I have?
Yeah, I want to see if like this is
What
a
if this
true
rings true? What if I have like
That's what I mean.
400?
Yeah.
Woo!
I'm just while you look this up, I'm just gonna check, make sure both sides are recording.
Wow!
How many do you have?
How many friends did I say? 4 to 5?
Yeah,
Guess how many Facebook friends I have?
5.
485.
Dude,
Natalie, is that impressive?
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay.
that is pretty cool. So maybe that will ring true.
Can we try it with one more person?
Natalie,
how many close friends would you say you have?
and look up your Facebook simultaneously.
No. We need the number first.
Okay.
Because see, we don't want her thinking about, I have about 600 Facebook friends. Let me say 6. How many close friends?
I don't think it's true.
You don't think it's true? How many people would you share a secret
Well, please
with?
humor us.
1.
Okay. Well,
And it's you.
it was probably me. Yeah. Okay. I think it's true. I mean, a friend I was talking to, it rang true for him too. But I think it's interesting. So
I want to
yeah,
call someone and figure this out more.
yeah, we should. Next podcast, who could you call?
Cam.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah, that's fine. I think there's a lot of downtime here in this podcast.
You know what? We'll chop it up.
It's okay. We'll
After you
chop
stop
it up.
complaining. Hey. You're on the podcast.
I'm on the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a quick
It's
question
Sunday,
for you.
everybody.
Hey guys,
How many
I'm in good shape right now, so you're lucky.
Okay, well, I just have a very important question.
Crap.
You ready? How many close friends would you say you have? Can you look up the amount real quick that he has?
I don't have my phone.
Oh, Natalie.
I'm doing it.
It's under 5.
Would you say, 4 to 5?
Yeah.
Because we're testing a theory. How many?
485.
No.
He has the exact same amount of friends as me?
Yes.
Yeah, well,
Dude,
that's
so
weird
we're
too.
testing this theory. Cam said that you divide the number of Facebook friends that you have by 100, and that's the amount of like close friends that you have. And it just worked for like everyone in this room. I said 4 to 5, and I have 485 friends. You have 485 friends.
I don't even go on Facebook. Like, what
Well,
about for other like platforms? What about like those platforms that you're like more like I'm never on Facebook, but I'm like mostly on Instagram.
All right, I gotta go. I don't even know if the mic's picking you up right now. Thanks, Cam.
Okay.
so
That
how
was
about it?
interesting.
How
How
about it?
about that?
I think that's pretty cool. So we asked 4 people, and 3 out of the 4
That's
people
incredible,
that
actually.
was true.
That's maybe the most interesting statistic I've ever heard.
Yeah.
Not for the statistic itself, but the fact that you just proved it like 4 times in a row. Except for your wife, who has one
crazy.
friend, unfortunately.
Shout out Eddie Vong for that statistic he shared with me the other day.
That is, but
It's my photo friend from Lancaster.
all right.
He's gonna be a YouTuber one day.
Maybe I'll get him on the podcast then.
Yeah, he'd probably love that. 25 minutes, okay.
Just reset it real quick.
Hmm?
Just reset it real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna reset it real quick. Just gotta find the button.
It's right on the back. Up top. Like, yeah, you're on it.
All right, how's that image? Good?
Did you reset it already?
Yeah.
It said like something on the screen.
What did it say?
I don't know. I mean, it's recording, it looks like.
Yeah, if it's recording, I mean, should I try it again, or are we good?
I guess we're good. We'll see if it shuts off.
Okay.
The splitter's a little... I only got it in my left ear now. Try to... Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Is that good?
Yeah, you good?
Okay, I'm good.
So, I guess where I was going with that social media talk in my segue
Yeah.
was I wanted to talk about The Social Dilemma, which we've both now watched, correct?
Correct. Netflix documentary.
You want to just give me general thoughts on it first?
Well, first, I will say it's probably the scariest movie I've ever watched. Scariest, like, hour and a half.
I was scared.
Yeah. Like, there's a point where you just could feel your heart beating out of your chest, and, like, the feeling you get when, like, you know you're being, like, watched.
I didn't have heart beating out of the chest fear, but
Well,
it was more like a... Ooh.
yeah. Yeah. And it's
no.
And like what
Stick
we
to your
just
guns. Your heart was beating out of your chest.
and like what we discussed was it's like they didn't say anything like we didn't know already.
Right.
But it's like when we realize it,
I mean, there's something about seeing it.
yeah, I guess maybe should we, I don't know. How do we
Yeah, who cares, man?
do we talk
There's
about
no
like
spoilers in this.
there's no spoilers. I thought I heard a click.
No, it's a door opening.
Yeah, okay.
It's a freaking circus around here, man. So the concept of the social dilemma,
Yeah.
you tell me if I'm explaining it well.
Okay.
It's just the idea of how all these internet services, mainly Google talked about, I guess, yeah, Instagram, Facebook, all these platforms kind of use the information that they have on you to manipulate you. As far as the videos that they'll show you, the things that they'll put on your timeline, and then more so how things like the like button, tagging people in photos, all these little things that they add in there to constantly notify you and keep your attention.
Yeah.
How it just manipulates your mind.
Yeah.
I thought one thing that was really interesting was it kind of talked about how divisive politics are right now.
Mm-hmm.
And the idea that, you know, something like social injustice right now, people are seeing so many things on their timeline and saying, how does this person not agree with me? Like, are they not seeing this video?
Right.
And the guy was like, yeah, they're not seeing this video because everyone's timeline is going to be catered to the way Facebook or Instagram or whatever thinks that you think.
Yeah.
I found that very interesting.
Yeah, for sure. I think like one of the big things was Google, if you type in climate change and then you like wait for like the pre-fill, like Google, what Google tells you want to be searching for,
Yeah.
it'd be different for me in PA like it would be for you in Jersey, and it'd be definitely different for the people in California.
I think they've also proven that they do that, or like that it's been done for like elections and such.
Yeah.
Like you type in like whatever Obama or like Trump and it's like all negative things about him.
Depending on where you are. But they'll say that's because of relevancy, because there's so much information on social media that they're helping you condense it to the stuff that you want to see.
Right. So after watching this, do you feel any differently about your approach to social media? Did it strike a chord, a nerve, whatever the phrase is? I don't know. Fuck.
The thing for me, like that one-liner, if I could take away from the whole doc, was the slot machine that they talked about. Remember the slot machine
No, I must have been sleeping
analogy?
during that
It's just like every single time that you go onto a social media platform or to a Google platform, there's always something new. And that pull down effect is like you're pulling down to say like, hey, what are you going to get next?
Yeah.
Or even like when your phone lights up, you know, it's like you got to pick it up because it's like, am I going to win? Am I not going to win? Like, is it something I want to see or not?
And I think it's something that we're just so used to now. But like, if you really think about it, like I think a lot of people wake up first thing, check their phone,
Yeah.
go to sleep, fall asleep on their phone. Like, it's very scary how kind of attached we are.
Yeah. It's becoming more of our reality than I think we realize.
And that's why I always say, like, when I have children, I would not let my child have a phone.
Yeah.
Well, maybe a phone, but not like... See, it was just different, man. Like, when I got my first phone, it was like you can call someone and you can play the Snake game, and that was about it.
Yeah.
Now it's like a 10-year-old with social media, like, being influenced by those likes and everything.
Yeah. Well, my first phone was an iPhone, but that was only because I wasn't allowed a phone until I could, like, pay for it by myself. So I was like 15, 16 when I got a job.
It's a
and I was
very
able
responsible
to,
choice.
Yeah. I always hated it because like Natalie and I were together in middle school and early high school, but I couldn't talk to her unless I called her on the house phone. Remember a house phone?
Yeah. My parents got rid of theirs a little bit ago.
Yeah. And
Sad to see.
yeah, but my first phone was the iPhone. It was like such an exhilarating thing to get. And then Facebook like was shortly after that I got. But
By the way, I would never call like a girl on a house phone.
well, yeah, you had to like pace like the whole house, make sure no one else was on the other
Because
line.
I had like 5 people in my house.
Yeah, but how
Couldn't
many
imagine
how many
calling a girl.
wireless phones do you have?
You mean cell phones or?
Wireless house phones. You know how like you had like the one that's in the kitchen with the
Yeah,
cord
yeah.
on it, but then you had like
No,
different-
we were stunned over my house. We
Yeah.
had like 3 wireless phones.
That's unsafe.
What do you know
You
about
need to
that?
take.
And there's just dude, the phone would ring in my house and what's going on over there? Are you looking for something?
No, dude. Like I told you before with the whole phone thing, I get so like paranoid when people are like, I just have so like,
Yeah, I get that way too.
yeah, I hate when people touch my stuff.
So it's nothing against Natalie. It's just,
Nothing against Natalie. Like it's the way I am with anybody.
Yeah, like as soon as someone takes my phone, even if I like give my phone to someone to like, oh, put your number in here, I'm like, what's gonna pop up?
I mean, it could be my camera too, and I'd like keep looking at her because I was like,
No, the
it's my
phone's
stuff.
different, man. I don't want anyone going through my camera roll ever. in life.
I mean, she's seen everything that's on there. So
That's awesome, though. I can never imagine having that vulnerability with someone.
I mean, you see me like continually
Probably why I'm
checking
single.
vulnerability. Like, dude, I'm like shaking. I'm like sweating because it's like, is she deleting my most favorite photo ever?
Dude, she's not going through deleting. She would never.
I don't know. What are you doing right now? Just out of curiosity.
On your pictures.
Still.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is another fun fact, or not a fact, but how many photos do you have on your camera roll? What's the total amount?
Well, see, Cam, I have a storage problem. So I'm constantly deleting.
yeah.
Like, if you want to talk about how many I have in my Google Photos,
I mean, let's get into it. Because I wonder if I have more photos on my phone than you have.
my camera roll. You want to see the last photo I have on my camera roll?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah. Why did you do that to yourself?
I kind of... Do I look good bald, though?
No. No, you don't. 733 I have in my camera roll.
733?
Yeah, do something with that number. What's your statistic for that one?
No statistic.
Divided by
I'm at
10.
like 5,000
How do you have that kind
on
of
my
room?
camera roll. Because every single time I buy a new iPhone, I get like the most storage. Like that has like 256 gigabytes
I
or something.
bought 2 iPhones in my entire life.
Wow.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah.
I don't care about, like, new features and stuff. My phone is very, what's the word? Utility based.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
No, that's
okay.
You use it as a tool, not.
Yeah. I'm using it to text message, and I'm not even like about social media like that.
Yeah.
Like, if I post something, and I'll scroll from time to time,
Right.
but I'm not, very really just answering text messages on my phone.
No, yeah, I agree. I just have a photo taking problem.
And
they're not like they're not like screenshots like everybody else does, like screenshotting things that they like that so they can reshare. Mine are all like genuine like photos or videos.
What do you take photos of?
Literally everything.
Like around the house, just making stuff look interesting?
Yeah, like when I was in Arkansas, I took a picture of an orange bucket.
An orange bucket? A bucket that was orange?
Yeah, and it was on the grass that's green, and I just loved the contrast between the orange and the green.
You are so artsy.
I thought it was cool. I think you might have liked it because I posted it on my Instagram.
Probably.
Yeah.
I have a very bad memory with things like that.
Yeah. But no, I don't care about social media or that stuff.
Anyways, I was watching The Social Dilemma with someone.
Can we talk about who it was or?
No.
Okay.
And she was like...
Oh, so it's a she?
No. and they said, whatever, I'm not going to change my habits of social media.
Wow.
They were like, oh, this is just to manipulate you and make you like scared, whatever.
Wow.
I was taken back.
Right.
I don't know. I mean,
I guess the question was, what do they see on their social media?
Well, we didn't get into it that deep.
Yeah. I mean, because that would be the question. It's like, how many reshares are you seeing that are just like,
But like, I do worry about the future, man. Like when I see like little toddlers with like the iPhone just like locked into a show or a game.
Yeah.
That's like very, I don't know, troubling to me.
What's
like,
your biggest concern with it?
I feel like this kid's just going to be, I mean, they already say stuff about, dude.
Do I keep looking at her?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm doing it unintentionally at this point.
Oh, God. I mean.
She's putting it down just so I don't look
I
over.
would be stressed. But.
Sorry.
Yeah, the idea that, I mean, they already talk about how it creates social interaction problems with children.
Right.
Because they're so attached to the phone, they don't, I mean, that's what they say at least, that they don't know how to interact the same way that other generations have.
Right.
And yeah, I just think growing up with your head in a phone, and I'm not a parent, I can't speak the way people parent, but it just seems like it's kind of a constant thing, like, I'm busy, give this kid a phone, let him watch, whatever.
Yeah. It's a Band-Aid.
Yeah.
Well, I will say...
Sorry to all the parents out there. I couldn't be a parent. I don't know. That's just my take.
No, I think that is a pretty valid worry.
Thank you.
I think, well, back to what you said in the beginning of the podcast, it's like you have Facebook friends, but then you see them in public and you can't talk to them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, why is that? Because you're not close enough with them, or you don't know how to, like, talk to them?
People interact so differently.
Yeah. But it's like, hey, like, what's wrong with... What are you looking
we're
at?
still going. I thought I heard like a sound. Was that the phone?
Oh, you did.
Oh,
yeah.
It's Natalie. She's vlogging.
She's vlogging. Yeah.
How do we look?
Great.
Okay, so now you're the one looking over. We're getting into the weeds here about social media. I love it.
Yeah, I just lost my whole train of thought. I got the mind of a squirrel. Man.
Here's my thing with social media. Can I? May I?
I wish you would.
I hate the reshares on stories.
Yes.
Instagram stories.
Oh God.
Because here's the thing.
I have a friend.
No
you know
one...
what? Yeah, you continue. Why am I interjecting myself in your story?
I mean, if you want to talk about your friend.
No.
I think
was gonna light someone up real quick.
We have zero ability to articulate our own thoughts.
Yeah.
And our point of views. So then all we do is like reshare other people's words. And then we get mad at people when we don't share other people's words. You know what I mean? It's like, I love the reshares. I love like what people tweet about and people's ability to take a whole problem and condense it into like a nice bite-sized, like, post. But like, if you can't articulate your own thoughts, then you probably shouldn't reshare them.
Also, I think there's a big issue, especially like politically, with people sharing things and opinions that they don't really understand.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah.
Like, I listened to this guy speak, and who knows if what he said, like a politician, is even true.
Mm-hmm.
But I like the tone of it. I like, the ideas he's trying to get across. So I'm going to share this to everyone.
Yeah. I think that's good if it's like maybe like longer form, like thoughts to like, I love what this guy said.
I
and
enjoy
wanna share.
watching like genuine debate. Not like Fox News where they bring on someone who's, left wing and just like beat the shit out of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like genuinely two intelligent people from both sides debating. That's what I like to watch if I get into politics at all.
Right.
Which I really don't.
When was the last time you saw two intelligent people sitting down talking back and forth?
I mean, that's why I enjoy Joe Rogan sometimes.
Yeah.
I plug a podcast on my podcast.
Yeah.
But I just enjoy how he's so, like, open-minded. Like, he's kind of just like an open book. Like, he'll accept anything that you give him.
Yeah.
And then he's got, like, a very middle-of-the-road opinion that he can throw back at whoever the guest is.
100%. Do you think he's left or right?
I think he's kind of like me.
Yeah.
Which is socially kind of do whatever the hell you want. The
Right.
government shouldn't have any say.
Yeah.
But like he's still kind of like an old school, we need some structure type of guy.
Yeah. I mean, he kind of looks like a mountain man. Like, he's a rugged dude.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So,
I love Joe Rogan.
I don't know. Yeah. I think you can, like, be fiscally conservative, but then also socially liberal.
That's what I am.
Yeah.
I've said that to people and gotten very bad feedback.
I mean, that's why the two-party system's a waste, but
You want to talk about that some more?
I'm not
That was
I'm not a
That was a
politician.
strong statement.
I'm not a politician, but like, how are we supposed to look at two candidates? So elections in like 44 days or something. Do you know that? We choose the president for the next 4 years in 44 days.
Yeah.
And what information do we have to choose what the next 4 years
That's
looks
what I'm
like?
saying, man. It's like people are so opinionated, and it's like you have no idea what's going on.
But then the debates are like cookie cutter questions, like where they can plan such an answer.
I'm looking forward to the debates.
I'm
'cause
not.
Trump is just wild.
Okay, we can talk about who's more wild, but I would love Joe Rogan. Did you hear
Did you
that?
hear about that?
Yeah, I
Like-
would love that because
And Trump
Rogan's
was like,
not
sure.
going to
I don't know
bullshit.
if that was a fake tweet by Trump, but did he actually agree to doing that?
Agree that it would never happen.
No.
It would never happen. But
'Cause-
Rogan would be 100% down.
They would be too exposed.
Who would be more at risk, Trump or Biden?
Biden.
Yeah.
Because Trump is already so, like, half the stuff he says gets called out, like, right in front of him, and he just, insults the person and, like, moves on.
But that's
So,
like
that would be expected.
that's kind of the point because Rogan's going to ask normal questions that normal people want to know,
Yes. And I
not
think
politician questions.
I think Biden will be more susceptible to, like, getting caught with his pants down.
Yeah. I mean,
'Cause
not
he's
going to
more
say
buttoned
like, I don't think that everything politicians say is bullshit, but it's like when you're asked the same question 100 times, you're going to keep answering it the same way.
Yeah.
Like Biden's probably been saying the same thing since he first went into public office. You just get in the rhythm of like answering a certain way
Yeah.
that it
I
just
mean, you
becomes
have to.
disingenuous.
Because
And then-
every word you say is going to be picked up by some media to turn it into a story. I think that's why they're so...
And we're supposed to pick a president
Yes.
like that with people that are scared to say what they want to say.
And that's why so many people like Trump, I think.
Yeah.
Because, say what you want, he is unfiltered.
I mean, that's why people like Kanye too.
Yeah.
That's why I like Kanye.
People like unfiltered people. I think we had a conversation about this earlier in the week.
yeah,
we
you're
were
like,
talking about Kanye. And we
your
just like
response
unfiltered
was
people.
save it for the podcast.
Yeah. Let's talk about that now.
Well, I think social media has a lot to do with that too, because it's like you're only able to see the best on social media, or
Yeah.
see what's in line with like your point of view.
Dude, I'm going to try to cut this podcast up like Jaded and Cam talk about social media, and it's going to be like we bounce back and forth on so many topics.
Yeah, I mean, are we still talking about the social dilemma, or we move on from
I
that?
guess we've moved on.
I don't know. I love this topic.
Yeah, I'm kind of liking this unfiltered people thing though.
Yeah.
Because I think about like my favorite personalities. I love Joe Budden.
Mm-hmm.
You don't listen to Joe Budden, right?
No.
Just very like, I don't give a shit what you think. This is my opinion type guy.
Yeah.
Like Charlemagne the God. Like he'll have someone on the radio show and just tell them like your music sucks straight up to their face.
Right.
Like he's just honest. Trump, Kanye. I mean, very polarizing people.
Right. But who's like the most honest at this point? Because it's like even that, on the flip side of that coin, that free speech mentality that they have
Mm-hmm.
can become like their character.
And you see that's problematic.
Yeah. As
How so?
disingenuous. Because if people know you for always being off the cuff,
Mm-hmm.
and then then you'll always be off the cuff.
Yeah.
And is that honest or not? Not sure.
I think it works for certain people, like definitely Kanye, because he's an artist.
Mm-hmm.
So you want him to just be raw, unfiltered,
Yeah.
pour your heart out.
But imagine, so first of all, I
But,
don't,
you know, a world leader,
that's what I mean.
dial it back a little bit.
Well,
buddy.
first, I don't think Trump tweets. I don't think he like actually tweets for himself. But
Why?
because it's like, does he really? I
Yeah.
don't know. Maybe, does he have time? Do
Yeah.
these people really have time?
Dude. Yeah.
I don't know.
He's golfing all the time.
I would
It's kinda
love,
funny, though.
I would love like bring a civilian to work day or something, you know, so we
Just
could
to just
see.
watch Trump.
Yeah, I mean, like we can look up his itinerary, like online. Like that's something that you can do.
But it's not accurate.
Would you tell people where your president is? Probably. Like
No.
it's tough. But my point is, it's like, what if at some point they're like, hey, I don't want to be like so like loose cannon all the time.
Yeah.
But then like the people, the campaign managers, the people around them, they're like, no, you have to do this because people love it.
Yeah.
Like Kanye could be controlled in that way too. And he could constantly, he would just like continue to make those statements because that's what gets that
Reaction.
or monetary benefit. Yeah.
Mm.
So it's like, to be honest, is like to take all of that away. But
Mm. Wow, now you're making me think, man.
if people weren't motivated by money and power, I think we could be a lot more honest with each other.
Well, that's our greatest vice, right?
Yeah.
Trying to serve two gods.
Mm-hmm.
Should we get into the Christian talk?
Man, this is what a ride. What a ride this has been.
If you don't like Jesus, turn it off now.
Yeah. What
But
you gotta say?
I mean, I just think about that concept a lot. The idea that, I mean, first of all, I think it's very cool that the Bible is so relevant to everyone, or to, you know, whoever reads it. I feel like today,
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'm just speaking for myself. It's very relevant for me, even though it was written so long ago.
Yeah.
Like the idea that it says you can't serve, you know, the things of the earth. You can't serve money and God. You can't idolize them both. You can only have one.
Right.
I think that's like more relevant now than ever. Maybe not, but I feel like it's very much something that people still struggle with today.
Right.
The idea of your morals or what you want to pursue on earth versus trying to be, you know, this God-fearing, morally sound person.
Yeah. 100%. I mean, now more than ever is an interesting statement.
Do you disagree? I guess I can't speak on that.
Because everything's relative to that time.
Yes.
So it's like he was saying this stuff, we walk in the earth or whatever. Like the Bible is very like, you know, AD or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, hey, like, you know, I don't know, don't have more than 2 cows or whatever.
Yeah.
And for us, it's like, yeah, we can like read that as like, yeah, I don't have any cows, but like I have idols.
Mm.
So it's different now. But I think, yeah, it relates. It's very timeless. I think even if you aren't a believer, there's a lot of guidance, I think.
Well, that's what I always say. I think even if you're not Christian, Christian values are pretty decent to hold.
Yeah.
10 Commandments, don't kill anyone, that sort of stuff. It's pretty good.
Yeah. I mean, what's so fascinating about God?
Why are you whispering?
I'm not whispering. Am I whispering?
A little bit. Come on, speak up, man. Don't be shy.
Sorry.
Speak your truth. Don't touch that mic. It's perfectly set up for you.
Yeah.
By the way, do you notice... Oh, God, I don't even want to point this out. I kind of feel like a jerk now.
What?
I got... Okay, we're good. There's... Oh, see? It's
What?
like flashing like, hey, we're about to shut off here, I feel like, because it's
really?
25 minutes.
What does that say?
The movie recorded exceeded, and it was split into 2 files. Okay, whatever.
Okay.
Oh, God, where was I?
You said you were going to point something out.
Oh, God, I want to point it out now.
Say
I
it.
mean, you're the guest. Maybe I have the nicer chair. I have the nicer microphone.
What am I doing?
What are you doing?
I thought you were going to point something out that I'm doing wrong.
I'm just pointing out that you have the less nice microphone and chair. And now I feel kind of bad about that.
Oh, no, that's fine.
Is that chair comfortable?
I mean, it's pretty comfortable, yeah.
Guess where I got it? No, I don't want to tell you, actually.
It looks like a really old chair.
I bought it off a Penn student for like $5.
Oh, perfect.
Who knows where that thing's
Yeah. Should we get into your journey a little bit? I mean, sorry.
What journey is that?
This is your podcast, but I don't know, like, you know.
People don't want to hear what I had to
People
say.
don't want to hear about your musical.
What journey? Oh, my musical journey?
Yeah. Your life journey?
I started making... I mean, how deep do you want to get into it?
Oh, no, you just said you bought this from a Penn student.
Oh, yeah. I was living up in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Was that a fucking blow dryer?
Yeah.
Oh, God, man.
I don't know.
Should we keep going?
I mean, we could always cut and come back.
Yeah. No, I don't think you'll be able to pick that up.
Okay.
I don't know. Fuck it. Yeah, I didn't start making music till I was like 21.
Really?
Is that surprising to you?
It is very surprising.
Why?
Because it just seems like something you'd always do. What was Jeff doing before music?
Yeah, that is weird to think about, right? Because it's like such a therapeutic part of my life now. I don't know.
Like I started playing music when I was 10, so it's like always creativity has always been a part of my life.
Okay, so I always kind of like tinkered around with the piano.
Yeah.
I sang my whole life. I just loved music.
Yeah.
I guess the idea of creating it never came into my head though.
What did Jeff want to do before 21?
I don't think he knew. Maybe that was the problem.
So, no sports. I think he told me no sports.
No, I play
right?
sports.
What did you play?
Hell?
Bro.
Dude, you're looking at a Group 1 first team tennis player right here.
Oh yeah, you're a tennis player?
Yeah.
Nice.
You didn't know this about me?
No, I didn't know
God,
you
we don't
played
know
tennis.
each other.
That's what I mean. Let's like get into it.
Yeah, I was pretty good at tennis. I'm not gonna act like I was great. No, I was pretty good. Okay.
Yeah.
And I played basketball, but I wasn't that good at basketball. The basketball coach was also the assistant tennis coach, and he was like, stick to tennis, bro.
Right.
So, yeah, and then music. I think I started making music for the first time with my friend Boyder. You know him.
Yeah.
By the way, thinks very highly of you. I told him that you were coming on the podcast, so he's like, great guy, that camp.
I like Boyd too. He's great.
I'll let him know that.
Yeah.
And
You should meet Boyd. Anyway.
we were making music on his laptop with like an Xbox Live headset.
What was the recording program? GarageBand. Okay.
Yeah. Not a great platform.
Right.
But and dude, it was so bad.
How old were you?
19.
Okay.
Yeah, it was like a summer college thing.
And what sparked this interest? A new Mac or?
No, you know what? I guess I had always kind of fooled around with like writing music. I just never. I think when I got to college, I really got into the like underground music scene. Like just, you discover so many artists that you never heard about from other people.
Right.
And I would listen to people and I was like, well, the hell, I could write this.
Right.
Maybe I'll pursue this.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I always found myself to be a good writer.
Yeah.
I wasn't great in school. Well, because, I just wasn't interested in, like, the sciences and maths and stuff.
Right.
But writing, I was always very good at.
Like English.
Writing papers and stuff, yeah.
Right.
I don't think I ever got less than an A in a writing course.
Yeah.
Flex.
So you're 19 years old.
I'm 19 years old.
And you're playing with...
Thanks for roping me back in.
GarageBand and an Xbox Live mic.
Yeah. When I was a freshman in college, my roommate moved out freshman year to, like, join a frat or something.
Perfect.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I hate that guy. And, yeah, I would, like, use my Apple headphones and my iPad and just record awful audio.
Wow.
To, like, free Chance the Rapper type beat.
On YouTube?
Mm-hmm.
MP3.
Download them onto my computer, send them to my iPad, put it in GarageBand.
Right.
Wow. It was a process.
Yeah.
And I would, like, whisper to myself because very thin walls up there at Temple University. And there were these big-ass football players that lived next door to me, and they were always just, like, hooking up with girls.
Right.
It was a wild time.
Like loud or?
Yeah, loud. A lot coming through the walls. Not very much left to the imagination.
Right.
So I would pop my headphones in and just, do my thing.
Right. So then how old are you now?
Not
Not now, but in the story.
18. We actually went backwards. I'm sorry.
Oh.
So then let's just fast forward. I get to about 21 and I hadn't really shown my music to anyone. I finally showed to some people.
Right.
And they're like, hey, this sounds pretty good. You should, record some stuff for real.
But when you say music, you mean like your lyrics on top of other people's beats, right? Or when did you start producing your own?
No. Yeah. Other people's beats. I didn't start producing myself till like a year or two ago. So yeah, like 22, 21, I got a real microphone, real setup, and I recorded and put some stuff on SoundCloud. Kind of took off from there.
Nice. What were you escaping? What was music an escape from?
School. I did not enjoy what I was studying, and I didn't have the patience.
Right.
If I'm not interested in something, it's very hard for me to keep focus with it.
Yeah. What was your major?
Damn, man, we're really doing a deep dive on
do you want to...
I was chemistry, and then I switched to... I said, I hate the sciences. Got out of there. Went to accounting. And then I remember I was in this accounting class, and this woman, the teacher, would talk about how she had this, like, summer business.
Yeah.
And she was like, and I love just doing my balance sheets and, like, seeing the expenses and the income. And I was like, Jesus Christ, this is not for me. I am not ever going to be like this woman. I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
So then I switched to just general, like, business administration. And then I said, this is a lot. Let me take a little break. Took a semester off, and someone said, hey, your music's good. You want to perform at South by Southwest?
Right.
And then a couple months later, here's a record deal. And I was like, deuces to school.
And still, this was your lyrics, other people's beats.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I mean, occasionally a Maverick official beat.
Oh, yeah. When did you meet Jimmy?
Jimmy, you think this is good content? Do people care about my life like this?
I care.
I guess we'll find out.
I mean, you're 26 and still doing it, so there's something special here.
Yeah, I met my producer friend Jimmy probably when I was about 23, 24.
Yeah.
And this guy hit me up on Instagram just like, yo, let's collaborate, make some music. Meet me at Starbucks and we'll talk.
Yeah.
And he brought Jimmy with him. And Jimmy was like, hey, we can record back at my house. I have a little home studio. And, usually when you hear that, you figure like, whatever, this kid has a microphone in his bedroom.
Yeah.
Jimmy has a freaking studio.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I was like, yeah, I would like to come here a lot. And then we became very good friends, and he produced most of my album.
That's awesome.
Voila.
So fast forward to now. What is it like being a creator in 2020?
It's awful. I'm very... Can I use the word? I'm very jaded to the creative scene.
Yeah.
Like,
Holy crap.
that's all right.
Does that happen often?
No, it's like when you bump into it, it's kind of fragile.
So people that might not have seen the piano stand just completely just
toppled.
collapsed. And keyboard is now on the ground.
All right, set me up again. Feed me that question.
Yeah. Okay, so what is it like being creative in 2020?
Well, I'm very jaded to it.
Yeah.
Trademark. Just because, I don't know, man. I've been through a lot of like the manufactured industry part of it now.
Right.
Like, hey, talk to this person, make this kind of song, shake hands with this person. That I'm just like, this isn't music to me. You know, music is me telling my story. I don't want this whole, blueprint thing.
Yeah.
Which I guess is unavoidable to an extent.
Yeah.
You have to follow it to be successful. But I don't know, man. And then, like, there's, like, inner debates with artists, I feel like, oh, this person's whatever.
Yeah.
Faking this person's faking their music, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just, I make music for myself.
Yeah. I think you and I started creating before social media. So it's kind of like weird for, like, I was doing like music and like photos and stuff before social media.
Oh, no, not me.
Like took off. No, you were like 18, 19 when you started writing and stuff.
I mean, like, you mean my personal creativity not being on social media?
Yeah.
Like, I didn't have a music Instagram or something when I started making music.
Yeah, so I feel like our start was coming out of a more like genuine spot of just like enjoying the craft.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now we're at 2020 where it's like, no offense, but like random people that like have no following or seem to have no following or whatever that even means. It's like becoming bigger than us who've been grinding it out for the last 10 years.
It is what it is, man.
So it's like we're trying to navigate.
I mean, music is so unpredictable now. Not to, like, sound like a bitter old person, but, like, I've seen, like, artists who are very successful that, like, can't even, like, keep a tempo,
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like, you don't know what's going to pop off.
Exactly. So it's like, what do we do to, like, go against that or to compete with people like that?
I don't know.
Because there's nothing wrong with people like that. Like, they make good music that we probably listen to.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a grind, dude.
I think you just got to keep grinding and wait. You got to have faith in your process and your talent.
Yeah. I mean, it just depends on, you just got to define success early.
Yeah.
And what that means for you.
And
very
have
important. That always be your North Star throughout the whole thing.
Well, I think, let me do a name drop. I looked up to Asher Roth a lot when I started making music because I enjoyed his music, and he was just it seemed like genuine person through his music.
Right.
And then when I was able to meet him and kind of speak with him more, he was very like, okay, what kind of artist do you want to be?
Yeah.
Do you want to just live off music a little bit and, have a normal life? Do you want to be like Drake selling out stadiums? Like, that's the first thing you need to know.
Right.
And yeah, I think that is very important once you start to set up your blueprint yourself.
Yeah. And I think it was crazy because it's like you listen to Asher and it's like, so I, like the few times that I've met him, it's like.
You met Asher?
Yeah. It's like 3 or so times.
He's a great dude, right?
Yeah. Yeah. He's awesome. The first time I met him was when Sunday and I were working on a song called Sink or Swim.
Okay.
Or something like that. I don't know if you've ever even heard that.
No.
But you're working with Beej. Beej, however you pronounce it.
Philly legend.
Yeah. And Al was there. That was cool. And then Asher walked in. And like, I didn't even hear the song I Love College up at that point. Like, I had no idea. I had no idea who this guy was.
Wow.
And, but we just talked and like same thing, same conversation that he was like pouring into the room. It's just like, who do you want to be? And don't focus on the numbers.
And his music is very consistent with him as a person, which I think is awesome.
But that only happened because he only cares about like the art for himself, like what it means for him.
Yeah.
Like I doubt he sits down at a desk and he's like, let's make a hit that everyone else likes. Hopefully that sneezed.
God, man.
Allergy season.
Such loud talkers in this house. Anyway, I guess should we wrap it up? My camera's about to die. See that?
Yeah. I mean, we didn't even talk about Justin Bieber Holy yet, but
you want to talk about it till we die?
Yeah.
Okay. Thoughts on the song Holy, Justin Bieber?
Yeah, you wanted to tell me your thoughts on the podcast.
I love the song. First of all, I love whenever someone comes in with just a grand piano. I'm hooked.
Mm-hmm.
And the melody, fantastic. Let me just tell you what I didn't like. Two very little things.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't like that line, running to the altar like a track star.
Why? I was going to tell you that was my favorite line.
No, you were not.
I dead serious.
Because the way you hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me, hold me. Beautiful line.
Yeah.
It feels so holy, holy, holy. Beautiful line.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Nice line.
Yeah.
Running to the altar like a track star. It just feels like you went from like this beautifully written chorus to like a kind of playful. It just didn't feel like it.
I mean, lyrics were tough throughout the whole thing.
Well written. Or you think no?
No.
Ooh.
I think the hooks were good. Like the things that you just sang were good. I thought running to the altar like a track star was good.
Verses were very good actually.
Really?
Compared to like his typical writing.
Wow.
Come on, man.
Opposite point of view. Melody's good.
Don't think that I'll be a saint.
Yeah.
That's a nice line.
Yeah. First verse.
Well, what are you talking about,
First
man?
verse, I agree, is great.
Maybe
but then the bridge before Chance comes in.
Oh, awful.
Pimps. What was it?
Yes. Why? That's what I'm saying. That was my other quarrel.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you talking about pimps in this? It was just felt off to me.
Yeah. But back to the running to the altar like a track star. So the altar is where you go to pray.
Yeah.
So you're running.
Here we go. Give me the lyrical breakdown.
So you're running to pray. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And I think the imagery, that's like the best line to like really encompass what the song is about.
Yeah, I don't care for it.
Because, I mean, is it about a girl or is it about God? I think they do a great job of making it about both.
How did you feel about Chance's verse?
I don't really listen to Chance.
What?
But I was talking to Cam Sunday about it.
Yeah.
And we were breaking apart his, what do you call it?
Lyrics?
Vocal chain. It's like super compressed.
Yeah.
It was really hard to listen to.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, he has a voice, I think, kind of like me, where he gets into like that, which is like very...
You can't have it pierce through too much.
Yeah. It's very, like, I hate mixing my vocals.
Yeah. I thought it was really good. I would have to read the lyrics, though.
I think it was...
How's your camera doing?
I mean, we're still alive, still living.
All right.
I like it. I didn't like... Okay, so he starts out fire.
Mm-hmm.
He says, like, the first steps to the Father might be the hardest to take, whatever. And then I love that little flow switch that he does. I'm a believer. Da, 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 da.
Yeah.
But then I don't know, one too many playful lines for me.
Right.
Life is short with a temper like Joe Pesci. It's actually kind of a fire line. But then, I don't know, he gets into a couple silly lines. And I love when he just spits like, I don't know, like hard philosophical bars.
Yeah. Yeah, he has good, like, syllables.
Mm-hmm. Very good cadence, too.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, that's my thoughts on the song. Overall, very nice song. I'm not going to lie. I listened to it, and I just kept repeating it over and over again.
Like in your head or
no, like
the song?
On Spotify, run it back.
Wow.
I really liked it.
So I watched the premiere at midnight or whatever when it came out.
Yeah. Please talk about this video. I can't wait to hear your thoughts on this.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
It was terrible.
It was
absolutely
the worst music video.
It was absolutely terrible.
Okay, that's strong. Not the worst music video ever.
Cinematically, like, beautiful. Like, it could have been a movie. I'm sure
Dude,
the director's
that was so
great,
ridiculous with Bieber, like the
it has nothing to do
whatever.
with. It has nothing to do with anything.
No. And then
You know
that guy gives that
speech.
Oh, we're gonna let everyone go. I'm so sorry.
I think they're just trying. They were trying to make it a relatable song for everybody,
it was the most,
and that they all need to run to the altar like a track star.
It was the most like commercial, mainstream
Yeah.
thing ever. Yeah.
When he was like posting like the screenshots and promoting it this week, I was like, this is going to be a cool video. And then it released and I'm
it
like,
was so corny.
so it was like, I got turned off to the song before I listened to it on Spotify, but then we listened to it on the way here and I'm like,
And
like
then,
when you take out all the bullshit,
yeah,
it's actually good.
I felt the same. And then there was that part where like this soldier's like coming back and he picks up Justin Bieber and his girlfriend walking on the side of their own and they have a nice family dinner together.
Latinx or Latino or however you say. But
What?
like the soldier's nationality was Latinx.
All right.
I think that was like also very intentional.
Probably.
Like they just like tried to play so much to like what is going on in the world.
They got all their bases covered in that video.
But then the lyrics and the song had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, it was awful video. That's our feedback.
Yeah. It was I shouldn't have stayed up for it. Let's just say that.
I don't think I've ever stayed up for a music video like that. That's pretty cool that you did that though.
It's very cool to like see. There was 1 million people that were on this stream
Really?
watching it when it premiered.
That's awesome.
And I think it had like 22 million in like 24 hours.
Poof. So I'll never hit that number. That's fantastic.
I think watch time needs to be 1.5 minutes before a view counts.
It was an intriguing video. I
Yeah.
just don't think.
Did it hold my attention?
Yes.
I wanted to know when Chance was going to come in.
And Chance was just like in like a freaking planetarium or something. Greenhouse.
Yeah.
It was very odd. I don't know, whatever.
I don't know much about the director, but
They should have gotten Director X to do it.
yeah. You want to talk about WAP? What do you think about Cardi B?
We're definitely going to die before I get into that. Let's just say I hate that song.
But what does that do? Like,
Is it just me, man?
culturally?
And this is where I get too conservative and people will not like me. But like that is just like the downfall of culture to me. Like I get it, you know. Women can say whatever they want. It's just I don't need to hear about
that stuff.
that for 4 minutes.
Right.
I get very
Did you know that video they wrote it, shot it or planned it and shot it in 4 weeks?
No, I know nothing about that song. I wanted nothing to do with it.
Beginning of August, Cardi B hit up the director and was like, hey, like we have that song coming out. We're doing a video for it. Mm-hmm. She had ideas for like the whole thing. Yeah. She wanted to be a crazy mansion with different rooms. Cinematically, it's like way better than the Bieber video, to be honest. Like, and so they built the set. They wrote the script. Mm-hmm. Those were real snakes. The whole shebang was all real. Mm. And they shot it, edited it, put it out in 4 weeks.
Damn.
And I think that alone is just like awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
So regardless, I mean, and it's catchy as hell, dude. Like,
I don't find that catchy at all.
The beat's so hard. Like you can find the beat on YouTube.
Right.
Well, that's the vocal hook, but
I don't. Yeah.
Like if you pull up the beat on YouTube later, we can rap to it. You can freestyle to it.
That's.
But I just thought it was like what?
That's what the people want to see.
Do you think Spotify is going to start censoring music?
Dude, we're going off on way too many topics. Because I also want to talk about the Drake video where Justin Bieber acts it out.
Oh, let's do that too.
Popstar, right?
Yeah,
phenomenal video.
Great video.
So aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber was perfect for it because he's kind of been like low key showing out, so people like want to see Justin Bieber just like doing his thing.
I mean, it works because he's Canadian. That's why he was Drake.
Okay. Yeah, I love that video.
Yeah. It was really cool. I never saw Drake act like that in the beginning.
Never watched Degrassi?
No.
Me either. He's all right. He's an all right actor.
Yeah, it was a great video. That was probably my favorite video
I was
of 2020.
cracking up where it's like, Khaled, he's off his rocker. Yeah, it's a great video.
Yeah. What else do you got?
That's it, man. I think we've been talking for like over an hour.
Really?
Right? We should wrap this up, probably.
It's crazy, man.
Thanks for coming on the show, Cameron Broadhurst.
Pleasure.
We broke down some very interesting topics.
We should dive into this more sometime.
Come back, please.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I feel like this was maybe a little too unstructured. because we were just hopping all over.
I mean, I did ask.
Yeah. Yeah,
Hey,
you're a real firecracker of a guest.
We live and we learn, bro.
That's
I
good.
thought this was fun. You know,
it was definitely
well,
fun.
what's a takeaway?
I'm stumped. Because I feel like we dove into a lot of stuff, but we didn't get to the takeaway portion of a lot of important topics.
I think the core topic is do the things that you love and don't look to social media to
also,
make you feel better.
I think also just stressing the importance of communication like this. People need to have these conversations.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be on a podcast. Maybe we should talk more. Maybe we should just hang out more.
Yeah. All right. You want to come over tomorrow?
Yeah.
No, you can't.
No, I'll be in New York City tomorrow.
Okay. Busy man.
We'll get in that.
I'll be here in my bedroom.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah, it's great.
Thanks for coming, man.
Yeah.
You're a great friend and a great dresser, even when you do just a no-look bye.
Thanks, man. You too. Thanks for inviting me over. Thanks for having me, dude.
All right. See you later.
Signing off.
Signing off this podcast that doesn't have a defined name yet. Sorry for all the door shuts and sneezes.
My vote for the podcast, real quick before we go, is Jiggy and Jaded podcast.
Should I come up with a jingle? It's Jiggy, it's Jaded, it's Jiggy and Jaded podcast.
Yeah. That's perfect.
All right, we're out. Thanks, Cammy.
Oh, God. Running to the altar like a track star. I can't wait another minute.
Oh, yeah, we're going to keep that audio.